Hello, my name is Olive. I'm 13 years old and still wet my bed every night. Please don't laugh or make fun of me. I'd like to let you know that it's not funny and it's embarrassing for me to tell this story. But I hope this will help other people going through this know that they are not alone. When I was 5 years old, my mom and dad noticed I still hadn't stopped wetting my bed. They thought it was pretty weird, or that something was wrong with me, so they took me to the doctors. At first, the doctor said I would grow out of it, and that it was just a phase. But my parents wanted it to stop as soon as possible. So I was given medications to stop my body from working, and had to take them every night. I'll be honest, they tasted horrible, and when my parents found out they weren't working, they gave me diapers instead. Because they were tired of washing my sheets every night. It was embarrassing entering 3rd grade knowing I was still wearing diapers to sleep. At that time, I was 8 years old and was given a special bed as well that would make the most terrifying beeping noises if it detected any liquid. It was so sensitive, it would even beep with sweat. Not only that, but it was hard and cold as steel. This kept me awake almost every night. Most nights I cried to sleep because I was angry and hated myself for not growing up. I thought I was a loser and a baby. I barely slept and started getting sleeping issues. My parents refused to give me any water after 7 p.m. and made me sleep after 10 p.m. They would wake me up at 5 a.m. just to go pee. I was exhausted and could barely function. This sort of worked, but it didn't stop my bedwetting completely. It was hard keeping this from everyone. My friends were having birthday sleepover parties, and I couldn't go because I might wet their bed, or they could find out that I was wearing diapers, and that would make me a loser at school. So I never went to a single sleepover and would have to make excuses. I was so miserable and started pushing my friends away. Finally, my parents took me back to the doctors, where they asked for every test possible to try and figure out what was wrong with me. Most people go to the doctor because they are sick, but I was going because I couldn't control my bedwetting at age 10. I cried so much, I had to take needles and pills, and they wanted to check my down there to see if anything was wrong, and it made me feel even worse about myself. They ended up figuring out what was kind of wrong with me. They said I was dehydrated from drinking too little water, and that the pills my parents were giving me made me constipated and pushed down on my bladder, making me go pee at night. The doctor said I would grow out of it eventually, and to try and notice when I would need to get up and go. Most of all, my parents knew it wasn't just me being lazy, and that I was trying. It's hard for me to say that I still wet my bed at 13 years old. I have special pants that are like diapers, but are comfy and look like pajama pants, so at least now I can go to sleepovers. I have 2 best friends who one of them had the same problem as me until they were 10 years old. After I told him I was still wetting my bed, and him telling me his story, I didn't feel like a loser or as embarrassed anymore because I wasn't the only one. This is why I want to share my story, because I know you might be going through this, and I want to say that it's okay. It's embarrassing, and maybe we have to hide it from our friends so they don't make fun of us, or we can't go to sleepovers. I'm scared that it will never end, but I do think we can get through this together, because after every doctor's visit, I learn one thing. Nothing is wrong with us. We will get through this. I know it.